Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. It's so good to be here with you today. I hope that all is well with you. Well, it is the first Sunday in April, and yesterday, which was the first Saturday in April, I put together my strawberry stackables here that I had gotten from the Dollar Tree. It's a cool Sunday afternoon, not as warm as it was yesterday. The sun has been in and out, so that's why it's not as sunny. However, things are coming up and looking good. I've noticed that more of the daffodils have opened up over here. I do love these daffodils. I love the ice folly daffodils, and more of them are opening up, which is really pretty to see from a distance. They're eye-catching. And just in a day, from yesterday to today, I've noticed that these daffodils are also getting ready to burst open. And I believe that this week, probably Wednesday, these will probably open up. Aren't they pretty? I do like them like this right now. And I love the color of the daffodil. Ice folly daffodils are just so beautiful. And I put in my quintal strawberries there that I had from last year and repotted them. Well, I just happened to miss one of the containers, this one right here, that I had actually started to root in it some of the runners that were in the other pots, from the other pots. So, for example, on the top here, I would have the mother plant, and then it would make runners. And what I would do is stick the runners into the pot. Well, I did that for a lot of them and ended up creating little baby new strawberry plants, not realizing that that's what it was, because it was all covered with leaves and so forth, when I went to check, I found that I had extra strawberry plants. So I was able to create some more stacks. So I want to show you the process. I want to show you what it looks like. And just in case you buy strawberries this year, that allow them to become runners, and from the runners you'll be able to have some strawberry starts for the following year, or they will spread throughout your garden if you plant them directly into the ground. But I just wanted to actually plant them in the pots so that I can have them closer to me, so that I'll be able to pick the strawberries right away, and also prevent different critters from stealing my strawberries. So I'm so happy to have the stack, and I want to just share that with you today. In this container, I had rooted these strawberry plants, the runners, and I put them in, just tucked them in, and I used the rock to kind of keep them settled in the planter. And now they've overwintered, so that now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new plants from my plants that I have over there that I planted out. So what I'm going to do is transplant them into the rest of the planters that I have here, the stackables. And I might not even have to buy any more plants, because that I might just have enough here to transplant in some of these stackable plants. And what a wonderful thing. I, for some reason, skipped this when I was doing the other one, which you can almost call that as part 1, when I was creating that stackable right there. And this one was tucked behind. I don't know how I missed it. But now what I'm going to do is separate them, put them in here, and add them to the planters. Now, isn't that a fabulous thing? I think that is so cool. So let me get started. I have here my Miracle-Gro potting mix. And so what I'm going to do is add some soil here into this container, and then divide these out. I'm going to leave some of them in this one, probably this one here. I think that's the mother plant, and this one here in the corner. But these other little ones, I'm going to transplant them over into this container. So what I've done is divided up the strawberries, and it's really great because I got 1, 2, 3 here, and I have 3 in this pot over here, and the extra one I put over there. So I had 7 altogether. So what I'm going to do now is just fill up these pots now with the mix surrounding it, and just filling it up, trying not to cover the crowns. I'm going to go back and, you know, kind of elevate it so that it doesn't cover the crown, but also pull the crown towards the side here so that it can be outward like this. I think I'm going to turn this one around a bit because you want to make sure that they'll be able to get plenty of sunlight in their new spot. I hope you can see all of this. Yeah, so the idea is to just continue to fill in the pots here. I am really pleased with the rooting of the strawberries here. I'm trying not to cover that because that is already in there, but just give it some fresh soil here and then water them in. So let me work on that and then I will come back. So now I'm going to just water them in real well. And also this way we can remove any soil off the crowns. Let it kind of just sink in there. And I'm very pleased with this because if I don't get to Home Depot just yet, I will still have these plants. And actually this is a great investment because of purchasing them. They were kind of expensive, getting one plant. But now that they've reproduced on their own, and now I have these seedlings that are now going to produce strawberries. How exciting is this? I am really pleased with this. My stack is now a little more higher. Isn't that beautiful? So that I have quite a few plants here. And as I said, the new plants are really from the seedlings. It's going to be beautiful. And to be able to come out and eat the strawberries, what a wonderful experience it will be. So this is a little tour of what it looks like. Isn't it nice? Beautiful. Also, today I was able to also work out here and do some more seed starting. So I started the alyssum. I also put together some oriental poppies in starting the winter method. And what else did I do? Yeah, the poppies, the alyssum, oh, and some chives. Yeah, I put a chives in the container. And the reason why I'm really happy about having the chives in the container is because later on it will look like grass. you know, grass growing, and then with the beautiful purple flowers of the chives, I just think it will really look good as a centerpiece, even right here on the deck. And then it will be close by too, that I'll be able to just cut the chives and use them for cooking. So I'm really trying to be intentional about my planting and seeing how I can make sure that I enjoy the fruit of my labor. I also put here the oriental poppies in this rather water jug, and it is not clear like the others. I kind of like the clear ones better, but this is what I had available. And then in this container I planted or seeded some chives. And I just used the plastic that we used to cover, that the water bottles came in, and used it to cover the chives, and it's working. You can see condensation on the plastic, and as it continues to warm up, and when it germinates, what I'll do is just remove the plastic, and I'm not going to have to worry about watering because it's creating its own watering system here. And I think that that is so exciting. And these are just coming along so nicely. These are the cabbage. I'm just so pleased with it. You can see this actually seeding there and germinating on top. If I could get at least 2 cabbage plants in each bottle, that's going to be fantastic. But also I want the beauty of the alyssum. So I planted 3 containers of alyssum. And with the alyssum, what I'm hoping to do is to use them to border the front beds, where I will have all of my beautiful roses and some of my more tender, beautiful, unique, bright, sweet looking plants. And then by that time, I'm hoping to get some of the proven winners petunias, you know, the Super Bell petunias, and use them also out there. So I'll have a petunia, alyssum, petunia, alyssum. I think it will look really, really sweet. But I want to save some time and some money by starting the alyssum here on the deck. Yeah. I have these 3 containers that are so cute. I had actually pansies in them. My husband had brought me 2 of them, and my daughter-in-law, she gave me the other container. So now I have 3 of them. And so what I want to do is start the alyssum, this snow carpet alyssum, here in this container. And they grow to about 3 to 5 inches tall, which is really cute. And the days to germination is 7 to 12 days. The depth to sow is 1/8 inch, and it's an annual. And I think it will be very beautiful to add to the borders in the front, and also to align it in other parts of the garden as well as a border planting. And with this delicate carpet snow flowers, it's going to look really pretty. So I'm going to get them started here in the planters, and then by late spring they should be flowering and will look very attractive in the garden. At least that's my hope. So let's get started with this. So this is the final look for now here on my deck. I have the 3 pots with the alyssum. I decided to put them in the special makeshift greenhouse here with the cover. And then also I have the poppies and the other bottles. And then this one I had put chives in, covered it up with the Poland Spring recycled plastic, and these other containers. And then of course my stackable here that I've put together with the strawberries. So I think I've done a lot so far for today, and that's it from Catherine's Garden and Home. Yeah, so that's what I've done today, and I'm really excited about the whole process. Sometime this week I'm hoping to set up my little plastic greenhouse, and I have 2 now because I bought one. I bought an additional one this year. I gave my son the other one, but I have one that's that I can also use, because I would really like to get my cannas and caladiums started, and then also to check out to see how my cannas did with storing them. I tried to store them to see if I can regain my cannas from last year. So I'm hoping to do all of that this week, get this started this week. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm inviting you to come on back to Catherine's Garden and Home. Look out for the videos, and I'm really grateful that the weather's starting to improve, that the nights won't be as cold. Hopefully we won't have a cold snap, and the nights, I think the lows are going to be in the 40s. Yeah, for this week and next week, which is so good. And the highs will be the low 70s, but more like 69. So that's perfect weather to really get out the greenhouse and get things started. Yeah, so I am excited about what's happening at Catherine's Garden and Home, and I'm inviting you to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for more, and also share the channel. Share Catherine's Garden and Home with your gardening friends so that we can increase our number and we can all grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right. Yeah, so that's my hope, and the channel is growing, and I want to say thank you to all of you that have joined me and have been very loyal in watching the videos. I do appreciate you. Well, that's it. It's getting a little chilly just sitting here, so I'm gonna say goodbye and wish you a good evening here, and hopefully you know, I'm excited. I'm just excited about spring. Yes. And I'm excited about the winter sowing and the bottle method. And I know that it works, so it really helps to get things going a little quicker. And I can't wait to start sowing my vegetables even more, my veggies in the greenhouse that I'm going to be putting up. But right now, the vegetables, the winter season crops or the cold weather crops, they're starting to sprout in the garden, and I'll show you that later on to how they are coming up. So a lot is happening in the garden. Oh yeah, my daffodils. This week I am thinking that they will probably be opening up even more. So you're going to see a really beautiful display of daffodils. So make sure that you come back here and join me at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful evening and be blessed. Bye. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.